We are leaving Europe for a trip that will live a long time in my memory. Not because I just wanted to visit the Icons of Porsche event in Dubai, where pretty much everything is on display that rolled off the Porsche production line in 75 years. Instead, we first make a short stop in Qatar to look at model cars. But that is just a small introduction into a truly magnificent Porsche culture. We are in the Middle East, we're in Doha, in Qatar, and this trip will be something very special. The Icons of Porsche event in Dubai is just around the corner. That always looked great, I always wanted to go there. That will be due now. But first we are here and looking at a very special collection. And if I look a bit tired, don't be surprised. I landed at 1 o'clock in the morning and was in bed by 3. But a twin-turbo 6-cylinder Metzger engine works better than any caffeine. And it has to, because this day will be similar and is packed with Porsche program. The first stop is a Porsche Center in Doha, where we are greeted by a shark blue Cayman style edition and then an absolutely stunningly configured V8 naturally aspirated Cayenne GTS in a gate grey metallic with a beige interior and yachting wood and every exclusive manufacturer leather trim available. A little preview of the crazy Qatari specs to come, because a typical German black grey silver is seen very rarely here. We then make our way through the city to the actual destination of this spontaneous trip, to the collection of Jassim Al-Thani, known as Flatsixaddict, formerly a Qatari sheikh, but more than that, he is an absolute Porsche nut, even more than the rest of us.
I like your shoes.
I know, they are the best, right?
Sold out.
Yes, and only available in the web shop and in the museum, I know. But maybe there is something coming, but I'm not allowed to tell.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much for having me. It's such an amazing pleasure and honor after watching your videos for all these years and seeing you building this collection.
Finally we meet.
He's Flatsixaddict, which you definitely have to check out on Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, you're sharing pretty much all model cars and also like Porsche accessories, memorabilia, right?
Exactly, yes. Usually I film the new models, which I unbox and showing the details of the car. But in upcoming days, I will show all my collection one by one.
Yeah. And yeah, how did that start?
Porsche model cars, I guess I started from 2008, 15 years ago. I started with one model cars, and with the time I started collecting and like this car, especially when I get my first Porsche in 2006. I was looking for a model exact like my car.
This is always how it starts.
Yes, I didn't find the exact model. I don't have that experience. I made it done, and then with the time I started collecting everything. In the beginning, especially, I collect only 911s, but now I start collecting every car from Porsche.
Yeah, and which one was your very first Porsche?
The 997 Turbo 6-speed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
So the old Metzger one.
Yes.
Which color was it?
White.
And a white one. Oh,
Yes.
fits nice to
White
the
with
Arab theme, right?
Yes, with the interior terracotta.
Terracotta interior. Oh, wow,
Yes.
that's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, here in Doha, the cars are spec'd a bit differently. I noticed Porsche approved Cayenne GTS in the dealership. That was also very nicely spec'd.
Yes.
That's crazy. Never seen such a car in Germany. We are a bit more boring there. Yeah, now you have this huge room full of model cars, all the way up to 1 to 8 scale cars, which are definitely in the 4 digits, right? When we're talking in US dollars. So it's a very valuable collection.
Yes.
So what's the overall theme? Just everything, or do you do specifics?
Usually I collect from 1 to 18 to 1 to 8, like 1 to 18, 1 to 12, 1 to 8. 143, I like them, but I like it bigger. I like to see the details more. So 1 to 8 is the best size to see the details of the car, but it's on another hand, it's big. The boxing of it, you have to keep it, and you need more space.
Yes.
That's the big issue. But 1 to 18 scale is my favorite scale model. You need a lot of space.
How many square meters is this? Like 50? 50 square meters?
This is 120, I guess.
120?
Yeah, 120.
All the space?
Yes.
Wow. So I was completely
with the
off.
secret.
Wow.
With the secret.
So it's 50 square meters officially.
Officially, yes.
Yeah, and you have these displays sorted by each different generation, 911, different themes.
Yes. So what I did is a section with the motorsport, all motorsport Porsche or race cars, and I did a section with the special models. For example, like the 911R, the 1 million car, the Speedsters, and I did the GT2 RS section, which is the first car from the first GT2 till the newest GT2. Also for the GT3 RS, I did the section turbo over here, and I did the section behind me here, which is a non-911 car.
Yeah, so I see on the top transaxle and then the 4 doors.
Yes.
And only very few Panameras. I have to say that.
Do more.
Yeah. I forward you some part numbers.
Okay. So we have like the 914, the 944, the 968, the 928. So this models, maybe it's not very popular in Qatar or in our region, but this is I can see this cars is really special nowadays. It's I know it's not 911, but it's special for me.
Yeah, I completely share that passion for the photo cars. Yeah, and then you just recently posted some special 964s, right? Which you have here.
Yes, this is actually one of my favorite color, which made by Porsche, the Wimbledon green, and with the over Wimbledon green interior. So if I will own a 964 Turbo 3.6, I want it in that spec. So I did the model before the
problem. Porsche has a special program reserved for that. You can take any car you want. You just need the chassis number. I build it.
Exactly. So this is actually the section of the turbo cars, from the first turbo car made till the latest one over there. And also I did the special hypercar from Porsche, which is, you can see it over there, the GT1, the 959, the Carrera GT, the 918.
Yeah, it's the complete package, right?
The complete package.
The complete package. And so, do you already have another room? Because you're also still quite young. We're the same age, so you have like 60 more years to collect. Have you thought about that?
Yes. Actually, I made this place a year ago, and my plan is to keep it like for 3-4 years. And it's already completed.
Yeah, it's full.
You can see from the stairs when we came some boxes, because I don't have space for them. But in the future, my idea is to make a mini museum for public with a bigger space to keep some spaces for futures, like hidden doors, and then we can open them time by time. That's my idea.
That will be awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that opening to happen. I'm sure it will be quite soon, like in 2-3 years. I can imagine things are moving quite fast here, right? Yeah. We are now heading out again with your wonderful GT2, right?
Yes.
To the museum, which is owned by your family.
Yes, Faisal bin Qasim FBQ Museum. Amazing collection, a huge collection of cars and books and everything.
I can't wait. So let's go.
Yes.
Unbelievable, guys. Here's someone from Switzerland with his camper. And yes, they actually took the land route. Through Turkey, northern Iraq, down here to Qatar. And they will keep going to Oman. With 2 children on parental leave. And even if you don't have to make such a long journey to visit the FBQ Museum, you should definitely do it once. And not because it's home to the Al-Thani family's vehicle collection, but because of its Arab cultural treasures. The number of centuries-old decorative weapons, pieces of clothing, carpets, Qurans is breathtaking. From the smallest to the largest Quran in the world, all in one room. A carpet that, even though it was only woven once, has different images on the front and back. And even entire historic houses were taken down stone by stone and rebuilt here, some of them from Syria over 1,000 years old. A collection that you could dedicate an entire YouTube channel to. Truly impressive, and the final piece is an original from Mannheim. And so I began to understand more and more that although it feels like there is an infinite amount of money here, the cultural connection is even more valuable. Something that you can't experience in Dubai. Another example of this obsession and this kind of national pride is this 993 Turbo in velvet red metallic. As a WLS2 Turbo S tuning with 450 horsepower from the factory. A vehicle that was originally delivered to Qatar in the 1990s with walnut wood, Turbo 4S logos and a double armrest, then was found in Switzerland a few years ago and is now back home. After the next very short night and an extensive lunch, we made a spontaneous stop that I really hadn't expected.
So guys, what should I say? Welcome to the service center in Doha. It's always like this, where it's not the prettiest cars are stored. Have you seen a lineup like this? Carrera GT in Nordic gold metallic, with Nordic gold wheels as well. Continuing, here are all the special cars which came off the production line in Zuffenhausen. This is a perfect stop before we continue to Dubai.
And here too, the vehicles are customized as far as possible, from the factory through exclusive Manufaktur and today's Sonderwunsch program. Of course, this Carrera GT with twin turbocharging is not quite original. And completely overloaded with impressions, the journey now takes us via Saudi Arabia to Dubai, 700 kilometers with 2 extensive border crossings, and therefore plenty of time to process this trip. And even though the Porsches big and small were the goal of this trip, the culture and the enormous hospitality of the Qatari people, especially off camera, was a real highlight. Next stop, Dubai.